No Radio Show.
Someone let a mangy possum radio guy into my studio. That is right. It's a Thursday night, and it's another edition of the Oh No Radio Show.
Hail Moon Satan.
I am your host, Owen, the captain of this shit ship. Along with me, as always, is my good friend Ty.
Is this thing on? Can you hear me?
General
It's on.
applause.
It's
Is it on?
Oh, it's
General
on.
applause.
I can't hear it.
You can't hear anything? Your headphones busted?
Hey, man.
How's it going?
Hey.
You good?
It's been a good week, yeah.
Yeah, all right,
Good to see you, sir.
Good. Back for the first time in a couple weeks.
2 weeks.
2 weeks. It's my good friend Mikey B. Mikey B, how are ya?
Hot taco!
Shame.
Taco
Shame.
in the building.
Yeah, please, if we could just get all the shame,
Little bit of shame?
out of the way right now.
Oh, you've
tack it on to the strike. I mean, the strike board is full.
Yeah.
So punishment is due.
You've got a lot of punishments
Yeah.
coming your way over the next. It's going to take you. Hopefully, you don't leave the show in the next year because it's going to probably take you that to get all your punishments out of the way.
I am a man of my word, and I will stay with the show at least through my punishment.
Okay, fair enough. And with us tonight,
Oh, no.
my
Oh
good
my
friend,
God.
my podcast mentor, and one of the coolest dudes in Orlando. Ladies and gentlemen, Daniel Dennis is here.
Hey. It's a guy.
Thanks for having me. That's
Double
a really
D.
nice thing for you to say.
Hey, no,
And I'm
no.
glad you said that to counter the whole, I'm only staying with the show until my punishment's done, and then I'll walk into a field and blow my head off.
Well, I'm not gonna waste a perfectly good
You're
field with
fine.
my
It
suicide.
wasn't as bad as you think, man. It's a good show. I enjoyed it.
Oh, well,
I
sometimes.
have not listened to it yet
Yeah.
due
Oh,
to shame.
can you
I
not-
wouldn't listen to it. I didn't listen to my appearance on Semantics. So.
Sometimes, you just got to kind of power through those. And
Tom didn't listen to the
cringe.
time he was on the cruise.
Oh, yeah.
He started
my
calling
Christ.
every black person Snoop Dogg and talking about big
Oh,
black
oh,
dicks.
no.
And yeah, so
He talked a lot about dicks on the cruise.
he gets obsessed with dicks.
I mean,
Tom
he always
gets
talks about the
upset.
spectrum. Let's
he
be
does.
honest.
He goes a lot of spectrum.
He's definitely on there somewhere.
yeah.
But this isn't a mediocre time with Tom and Dan. This isn't ACT. This is the Ono Radio Show.
Yeah.
Oh,
and,
no.
And we welcome you to the.
Thanks, man.
To what we do here.
Cheers.
We'll all cheers. Yeah. It's,
Cheers to
Cheers.
Double D.
Yeah, thanks for the bubbly too. You know what I like.
Yes, my friend.
This
Bubbly
is
water.
lime. I've never had lime bubbly.
Oh no.
Oh, well,
What's
we
your flavor?
do cater to the
I'm
guest.
a raspberry blackberry guy.
Well,
Fair
7-Eleven
enough.
only had grapefruit or lime, so I went with the lime because I think a lot of people anti-grapefruit.
They don't put the
No
exotic
grapefruit.
flavors in the big bottles.
Yeah.
Can I
yeah.
can
They
I
do the
say
basic bitch. I'm a grapefruit guy. I'm a grapefruit juice
Are
man.
you?
Are you a grapefruit juice man?
I used to like a grapefruit. I don't really like a grapefruit juice. I used to like a grapefruit with a bit of sugar on top.
Yeah.
My mom
Yeah.
would always do that. with
Yeah.
the sugar
It's
on
jamming.
it.
hard
Yeah.
stance anti-grapefruit?
Yeah.
Oh, come on.
Hard
Come
stance.
Why? I like it. My wife doesn't
no,
like it.
you know what? I grew up with oranges.
Oh, that's some basic
and
bitch.
I ate so many because my mom was in the citrus industry, and we had them. We were flush with fucking citrus.
Yeah.
Yeah,
and,
but grapefruit is the
Can't do it.
Grew up poor, but you would never have a problem with scurvy. So
tangerine.
that's good.
My legs were gonna be fine.
Tangerine.
Tangerine.
Tangerine's cool. I like a
Cutie.
tangerine.
You like a cutie?
Oh,
What
my
are
wife,
those? Like the little halos?
Yeah,
The little...
Yeah. Are they the same? Or are they
like
competitors?
a mandarin.
Ooh, that's-
Little
I
mandarin
would think
orange.
that Halo and Cutie would be a competitor.
Yeah, big citrus wars.
Yeah. I like craft citrus. I'm more of a craft citrus
Yeah,
guy.
craft-
You want to talk about big citrus?
I don't
wars.
drink any big citrus.
Nah,
You want to
yeah.
talk about big
eat any
citrus
big.
wars, Owen?
Come clouds.
My mom's
Low clouds.
boss, the
do you
citrus
want?
place that she worked for, was the guy in like Brevard and on the Indian River area, who in like the early 90s was like, hey guys, the citrus industry should get in on this internet thing that's popping up because, you know, I think it's going to be, you know, big shit. And the citrus industry scoffed at him. And so he took all the domain names with this new internet. And about 5 years later, the citrus industry sued him because he was making too much money and no one else could make money.
Because he had
all the domain names.
I used to buy domain.
I love stories like
when
that.
I had a little bit more of disposable income, I would buy all the podcast names.
Just
I would
preemptively?
just preemptively. Like
Give me some that you have.
Oh, what have I got? What do I still have? I know I've got
Because there's got to be a couple of like your worst enemies that you will just hold on to. Right?
I've got sleazyjones.com. I've got damn.
Didn't you own the Swervy Jones thing for a hot minute?
It's debatable.
Maybe still.
Yeah, I didn't think it was him. I thought it was proven not to be.
It's actually not me.
We like to prove.
I thought it was Lee from our show.
It might have been. It might have been.
We like to keep the mystery alive, though.
Yeah, you have to. I own iHeart
I'm
Patio.
surprised Lee could own anything.
iHeart Patio?
I own oh God, what's
Patio Daddy, or what was that one? Podcast
no,
Daddy.
that guy. There's a guy in DeLand that wants me to buy Podcast Daddy.
Yeah.
And I'm like, I have no need for that.
I almost introduced you as that tonight,
Yeah,
just
the
for shits and giggles. The podcast.
I don't want to be the podcast anything.
Yeah,
like I just leave me alone.
I own all sorts of weird ones that like radio show stuff, like anything.
Oh,
to do with that.
10,000angrysherpas.com.
All the
Audio
Sherpas.
just got weird. Sounds distant and echoey. Well, I don't know what to tell you about that.
Well, maybe you're falling down a cave.
Turn the echo up.
I don't know. I've not changed anything, but Sam does say that grapefruit sucks dicks in the chat room.
Yeah,
so
but Sam, she doesn't like a lot of stuff.
Okay. Yeah,
know?
she's a bit like me. She's always good for a complaint.
I
thought
thought that was my job.
That's
too.
yeah.
You can ride
Sometimes
that,
Sam
you
and
can
I
ride that train
agree.
alone, Owen.
Sometimes there are times when Sam and I agree, but normally on food we do not.
Ooh, yeah. Is she a picky eater?
I would say picky, but there are things that snick
won't
snacks and
touch.
things I bring into the studio
Right.
that she's not a fan of.
What are your snick snacks?
I'm a peanut guy.
Okay.
I like a
Nutter
lemon.
butter or
I love, but I can't have them in. I'm already too fat as it is. I'm trying to lose weight, and Nutter Butters. I can eat all the Nutter Butters. Peanuts. I
but
like.
just like a regular roasted peanut, or do you like hit a honey roast every now and then? Or
I will hit
I
a honey
love a
roast,
honey
but I
roast.
immediately feel fucking guilty about it.
oh,
We had
Really?
this-
Immediately?
we had this
Yeah,
debate.
immediately.
a
Mostly
sweet
not.
peanut. Though.
Immediately.
It's
We
so
had this
good.
debate years ago, or not even years ago, not too long ago. In I was high one night and I posted on our Facebook group about
Oh, the
what,
best nut.
Yeah, what's the
Yeah.
best nut? Like, and
macadamia
no, it
for
was
sure.
what is the most
I love
rock and roll
macadamias.
nut?
Oh, that's what
Macadamia
it
nuts
was.
have that, like when you're crunching them, they're almost too soft. So they kind of glide over your teeth,
Yeah,
and
but-
it's good and bad.
They do get
It's-
stuck in your teeth real easy. I will say that.
But
Yeah.
they crumble, whereas a peanut holds fast.
I'm a cashew man.
I like a good cashew.
All day with the cashews.
Now,
I
do
think
you say pecans or pecans? Because a pecan, they're like roaches. They start separating. The pieces start separating in your mouth. You find skins and
Right,
Daniel,
right. I know what you're talking
yeah.
about.
I brought this
Fuck
up.
that.
I saw this in another discussion post. I say pecan sandies, but pecan pie.
I use
don't know
pecan
why,
more
though.
than pecan. I know that.
But there is a difference in the two of them.
pecan. Because you wouldn't say pecan sandies.
That sounds dumb.
Right?
It does
Right.
sound fucking
Pecan
stupid.
dumb.
Yeah.
Pecan
I can curse
sandy.
here, right? Yeah, I can curse.
Yeah,
You
fuck
can.
yeah.
You're allowed.
it's
Do it.
it's
Fuck out,
pecan.
Fuck you, pecan sandy.
Yeah, pecan is what like a northerner would say, and pecans grow in the south.
But
So
you
I
don't
feel-
say pecan sandy. You say pecan sandy,
pecan sandy,
which is almost sounds like she's pissing in a bucket or something.
like toucan Sam.
Yeah,
yeah. I get what you're saying.
That
All right.
pecan sandy actually sounds like
pecan
sandy, garbage pail kid.
pecan sandy, shamalam. It's like very, yeah, I don't like it.
pecan sandy.
So what's on the agenda tonight, Mikey B? I mean, we've still got to come up with a ton of punishments for you, but
Is shaving the mustache off the table?
ooh,
Oh, I love that.
one day Hitler,
It's
one
not
day
off
I
the
know.
table.
I was gonna say reverse. Take the center out.
center out. Yeah.
We had that guy, that TG band on our show this past week, and he had that mustache. It's kind of like the Gigi Allen.
So, yeah. It's a Fu Manchu, but not grown out all the way almost. Yeah, you got the middle cut out.
But that's such a primo stash, and it's such a part of your identity.
My work, what happens at work?
Why? Your mustache? What, you don't think you would get the
Respect.
proper respect
Yes,
and
it's a
authority
respect
without...
stash.
Here's how it works. The last time I shaved my mustache, I came into work and my area supervisor was there at the same time and like double take.
Hello,
and
Michael.
cringe.
Where's the stash, you
And-
fucking idiot?
Yeah, and was like, you need to grow that back. I look turtly without a mustache. And I also have a very prominent scar in the middle of my.
Scars are
be
cool,
proud.
guys.
Yeah,
That's Harry,
yeah.
You're like
What is
lip
this?
Harry Potter.
What is this? What's the little divot in
What?
between your lip called?
Your frenulum. No,
No,
that's part of your
that's-
penis.
That's
I feel like.
something else.
That's part of my dick.
Yeah.
Whatever this is, I have a scar in the middle of it.
Yeah.
Your
from
duodenum.
over-ending my bike. That's inside you.
What?
Duodenum.
I know that from Futurama only. Because Fry gets the worms in there, and they shoot at the worms, and they hit his duodenum, and he goes, "Oh, my duodenum!" Sorry, but yeah,
think
no,
it's
the
called
mustache is
the-
off limits.
You would
The
look
philtrum.
pretty
The
moony.
philtrum.
You would look pretty moony without the mustache. I also like that term, by the way. Moony is describing somebody.
Oh,
because you
little,
know what
slow.
It's hard. It's not really what
It is. It means slow.
It doesn't mean slow.
I've never heard it.
Moony.
Is that a thing?
I think my mom
It's
used
an
to
equivalent
say
to Duval for you, Danny.
Ah, Duval. I love Duval.
What's Duval?
That's the equivalent of the R word.
Oh, no.
Long time listener, brother.
He
But
knows.
not.
This guy knows.
I mean,
Mooney
I-
knows.
But yeah.
God damn it.
I
Now they're
definitely,
using it.
I definitely have
It
never
caught
used it.
on.
In
I don't
that
even know what it means.
context. I've never-
It means the equivalent of Duval. the
I
R
thought a
word.
Mooney was like a cult. The
No,
Moonies.
it's like Mooney's like kind of
A slow.
That's an
a
Asian
fatter
roll.
face, a fatter face,
A
big
devil.
eyes.
He's got a sprinkle of the
a
devil.
moon pie face.
Yeah, moon pie face, like kind of.
Well, that's
A
not
Dwight-
good.
a
You
Dwight
have to be
face.
pale. You have to be a little pale. You
And
have
I
to
am because I'm indoors all
look
day.
a little sickly.
I don't think he's pale. Is he pale?
He's normal.
I think
was
you're
gonna say
normal.
you're normal, but I don't know.
The legs are pale because I'm in work pants.
Yeah, well, I don't necessarily go out tanning myself. It's
Well, you're English. You can get away with it.
yeah. I mean, a lot of people like fat English people to me look moony.
Oh, yeah, they do.
Yeah,
Moony.
like
How
that's
do-
my
Whoa,
description
like-
of a
quick,
moony
like
person.
the
Why
moon.
does every
Yes.
why
Little bit
does
crater.
every over 40
I just got here, Owen.
Why does every over 40 British man bald and decide they're gonna go with the shave like everything on top? Is
Oh,
that
you
just
mean, and then they look like just like a dick.
You're all right. You're all
a
right.
hairy dickhead?
Let's go.
Yeah. Every
Oh.
soccer hooligan is like almost like pulling back hard and completely shaved, and they're in like a fucking overcoat, like a coat.
Headbutt crazy though,
I'm
too.
going to cut in hard on this and say, because it's also slightly embarrassing to you, we should have Daniel Dennis shave your fucking mustache.
Oh.
That'll
It's
get
off
you.
limits.
You know, I don't think I could do that to him
Off-limits.
because I
That'll
like
give you
him
an
too much.
exponential like curve.
No, I couldn't
back
do
into
that
the
too much.
unshame zone.
Even suggesting it now makes me feel bad.
What about one eyebrow?
But that'll be
not
even
both
better.
eyebrows, just one.
Again, like I have
Yeah,
to
that's the
go
work
to
thing.
my job every day.
But you
guys.
could get a fake
But the
eyebrow for
mustache.
work.
What about half a
Or be like one of
mustache?
the Latina women that just like pencil
A
it in.
one work eyebrow, you know, that you have to wear for like, I don't know, what, like 10 days?
Yeah, it would
Probably
grow
like
back.
10 days.
Yeah,
No,
maybe
there's
2
a real
weeks tops.
chance. There's a real chance your eyebrows will not grow back.
Is that
If
a
you-
thing?
No.
Yes.
Let's all shave our eyebrows.
What? They
Gamble.
don't grow back?
They grow
Yes.
back.
No.
They do. Yes, they do.
Of course.
What, you
they
only,
do.
It's a one and done scenario?
No,
like you
there-
get one
there
fucking eyebrow and that's it?
No, there is a chance that if you shave your eyebrows, they will not grow back.
Who told you this? Tom?
My wife.
Yeah, oh.
Oh.
Oh, well, I believe
trust
her.
my fucking wife.
Yeah, I believe her. If you'd said Tom told you.
Yeah, then I wouldn't believe it either. But
Oh,
I don't know. I
Mike,
question it. I question it.
If you shave off one of your eyebrows,
I mean,
He
might
probably actually knows that. He knows a lot of rando stuff.
That is something dumb. I find
He's super fucking smart, which is the best part. Is
I
that,
find
like,
my eyebrows fall out all the
scary.
time
Under
though.
the
Like
cut.
I've definitely like.
I'm scared.
well,
ever-
plucking them is different from shaving and then shaving them.
Yeah, shaving. They just keep growing. The follicle's still there.
It's kind of sad. My wife's sister, younger sister, when she was like real young, like 7 years old. That's how long I've known my wife. Jesus, I know her sister. Was when she was 6. Now she's like 23 or something. But yeah, she used to go in the bathroom like because of stress or whatever it was. She was a really hyperactive kid, and she used to stay. She would pluck every single fucking one of her eyebrows out, like no eyebrows, no
way.
eyelashes.
Couldn't
and
do it.
She would be like almost like scabbed and bloody, like on top, like because it was like a tick almost, like. But
she wasn't doing it for like an aesthetic reason.
no. It was just like
shit.
something that was like
Stress.
yeah.
Oh,
But
stress.
I always wondered like how the fuck like
I had a friend in high school.
I couldn't do that if I wanted to.
How long have you had your mustache?
I
I don't think I remember you without it.
there has been
Another good reason.
and this
Shave it.
mustache
Shave
has
it.
not been fully shaven down in like 2 years.
That's legit, man.
But
I always freak out and then clean shave, and then I look like a fat frog.
Dude,
Yeah.
And then I feel
There-
really bad and want to cry.
You do look strange without a beard, honestly.
Yeah, but if you go back and look at pictures of me
Dude.
without a beard, though, I didn't look strange because I wasn't fat.
you're
Now that I'm a
younger.
fat dad, it's like I have to have it now.
dude,
It's like any change you make to your body when you get over 40, like any
Yeah.
little thing. You wear a ring, and people are like, what'd you do?
stop
dude?"
wearing
What
a
is
ring.
going
Yeah,
Something
on?
not
who do you
right,
think
yeah.
you are? You got a ring on? What do you think you're fucking cool?
It's hard
No,
for me to ever
actually,
go clean.
if
I'm always.
if I
always.
shave my mustache, like it's and people don't like seriously look into the bags under my eyes.
By the way, your bags are less baggy than
Yeah.
they were a couple weeks ago.
Bro,
You're-
I've been sleeping better.
yeah, because you've not been staying up drinking till 6
Oh.
in the morning.
Talking to you, asshole. Because who do I talk to at 3 in the morning?
Well, me.
Owen.
Yeah. that's
Your
usually
name now is Johnny Moonbag.
Johnny Moon.
I'll take that.
That's a
actually.
good name.
That's a really
That's a
good name.
badass name, Johnny
Yeah,
Moonbags.
yeah.
I sound like I could show up to like a space bar and then swindle you out of like
Yeah.
half
You're
of
a
your
bounty
money.
hunter.
Half of your money.
You're sort of the merry prankster of space,
Yeah.
Johnny
take
Moonbags.
that.
Mikey B,
that's-
I want you to read Sam's chat.
What is she saying?
I
right
just
here?
want you to say that. You can say it.
Oh, what is it?
It's called
The invisible urge to pull out hair, usually from the scalp.
Trichotillomany, the irresistible urge to pull out hair, usually from
Oh.
scalp, eyelashes, and eyebrows. And that's what I wanted to say, Owen. I had a friend in high school who would get very stressed.
Trichotillomania?
Trickle tittle mania.
Trichotittle.
Coming to this summer.
No, trichotillomania. Yeah.
That's good. That was good.
And look at the big brain.
Big
on
old
you.
titty
Oh,
mania.
my bad. I've had a fucking post-college reading level my entire life.
I have no glasses, so I don't know what it says.
11 years old. No, I had a friend in high school. I had trichotillomania. Anytime she would get like really stressed out,
So it's a common thing. Then.
she would literally pull clumps of her hair out of her scalp. And it happened for the longest time. And eventually she stopped pulling it out, but she would still get stressed and it would just fall
Just
out.
That's
fall
better.
out.
Falling
Well,
out's better than pulling it out.
No, I heard stories about the pulling it out. She said it was bad.
In
Like,
all
it would
cases,
ble-
for
it would
everything,
bleed.
it falling out is better than you pulling it out.
Yes, exactly.
In every
I will
scenario.
say though, I eat probably a fair amount of my mustache.
Me
a
too.
lot. I just chew
Yeah.
on it. When it gets too long,
Do you bite? You almost trim it with your teeth.
No.
I've done that. I've done that. Oh, no.
I have.
but it
I
is
have
getting
ones.
almost long enough to pull the nice little curl or a straight gable.
Yeah,
A
the straight
real-
gable's good.
A real nice gable.
I get these in my mouth and I can't get them out.
Yeah.
You know,
Yeah.
like you get the stray one floating around in there.
I get a pussy hair in
Bothers
there
me.
every now and then.
I get cat hair.
Why did you say that like an old cowboy? I get a pussy hair. I do declare.
I get cat hairs stuck
I'm
in.
Johnny Moonbags,
my-
and I got
in
a
my
pussy
force-
hair.
I get
That
cat
horn
hairs
is
stuck
a
in my
pussy
foreskin
hair in my
sometimes, and I have to pull those
Yes.
out. That is the worst.
That means your pubes are too long, man.
No, cat hairs.
Oh,
Like my own.
shit.
Like,
I'm so sorry, I
Or
didn't-
my wife's hairs.
Yeah, I get
like,
those.
And they'll go.
Because you're uncut like me.
Yeah.
Keep it strong.
Exactly.
Real dicks only.
Mhm.
Other dicks need not apply.
You know what's
Even
up.
other uncircumcised dicks, because I'm just not into that. But if I was, apply.
Does your
But
wi-
only the real one.
Does your wife's hair fall out in the shower all the time?
Oh,
Do
she
you-
puts
Do
clumps
you get
in
the
it.
clumps? I get the
Yeah,
clumps.
I get the clumps, but the worst thing is that she puts them up there wet and then they dry.
Yep.
So then when I go to open, and this happens once a week, and it has since I've known her, I open the shower door and the air from the shower door blows the clump off, and then it looks like a spider, and then I scream like a fat girl,
Yes.
and then I dance around on my tippy toes. You know,
Wait, does anybody else's wife, like, I guess when their hair comes out, like, just impress it on the
This is
shower
what we're talking
wall?
about.
We're
Yeah.
talking about
Okay,
exactly.
yeah, that's what my
so I
wife
was
does.
making sure.
It's a chick thing. I think it's like they as they're washing their hair, it gets
confused
on their
me.
hands, and then they just kind of
if
like
they're allowed
put
to
it
do
there.
that, then I'm allowed to cut my pubes and just let them fly wherever they go.
Yeah, put them in the shower, let them.
Yeah, and I have that new Norelco body blade.
Trim my dick over the sink and just.
I can't do
What
that.
is that,
Unfortunately. I would
Norelco?
need a 8-foot.
yeah.
It ain't gonna-
Step stool.
It ain't gonna
I'm-
happen.
I'm 6 foot tall. I
You
can't
guys
help
get to
that.
piss in sinks. You can trim your pubes over the sink. You can wash your dick easier.
I've checked off in the sink before.
Can't do it.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Aw, the things
Can't
that
do
you
it.
miss
couldn't,
out
like,
on.
Hold the tip and like wait for 2 pumps and then like.
That's a lot of work. I mean, once I get to the 2-pump
Hop it.
ending, I'm like euphoric. You know, I'm not into jumping
That's why
mode.
I do it.
Some of
That's
us are
why I
shooters.
do
Some
it.
of us are dribblers.
Yeah, Tom's a
Like,
dribbler. I'm a
Some,
shooter.
are, some of us are poofers too.
That's right. If
Listen,
What's a poofer?
you don't know about. You probably don't know about Ty's situation.
It's been referenced before.
It's-
I've heard the reference, but I've never fully understood
Sam
it.
has even referenced it on your show a
Right.
couple of times.
Really? My
yes,
poofing?
you're poofing.
All right,
Because
Sam.
well, she maybe not by name,
She's
but
obsessed with it.
But she'll
No, I'm
say, like, oh, I have a
She's
friend.
always talking about it when she's eating her grapefruit.
Yeah, oh yeah, all the
This
time.
is fantastic.
Yeah, no,
Really,
Makes
you're
me
right.
happy.
He's
no,
you're diabetic.
That's why I'm so healthy.
I'd like to assign it to diabetes, but somewhere in my mid-20s, I just stop.
ejaculating.
Yeah, nothing comes out.
That's dope.
Everything works. Everything is great.
I like it.
still get off.
Do you still
there's
have
no
a
messy cleanup.
Wait, Ty, have you gone and seen like a fertility? Do you still have
No,
a
man.
sperm count?
I have no idea. I think it gets shot
No
into my
way.
bladder and I pee it out later, but I don't really know.
No, that's it. Are you on any medication? Not in none of my
Just
business.
insulin.
Because if I was put on this pill for prostatitis when I was riding my bike a ton, I inflamed my prostate. They put me on these pills, and she said, "Well, it's only got one side effect. And that side effect is when you come, it will go backwards into your bladder,
Yeah.
and then you'll piss it out."
I'm pretty sure that's what
Wait, is
happens.
that
And
to me,
so
but I'm not
I would
positive.
be it was a side effect from the drug. So then I'd be like having
Oh.
sex with my wife, and then I'd come, and
Piss.
there'd be nothing.
Nothing at all.
And then, sure enough, I'd go to the bathroom and I'd pee,
Globs.
and you'd see some.
No
you know-
know, So unless you R.
Yeah.
Kelly a chick, you have no risk of getting anyone pregnant.
I still no. I don't think. I don't know if the
I think
urine
the
kills.
pee
That's a
would
good
kill it.
question.
Yeah, no, I think the pee with like its like pH level would just sperm has to be in like a super neutral setting, right?
Yeah, I would
it-
agree.
Like
it's
semen is
destroyed.
Like you
like
can't jack off into a
super-
Coke, and then pour the Coke in your wife's pussy, and then
It's
get her pregnant. I don't think
more
that's
than
possible.
likely
I
not going to
know.
happen.
Yeah.
It's the
Yeah.
isn't it the old?
But
myth
her
that
pussy
if
would be
you-
refreshed.
Yeah, exactly. It
would
wasn't that an
drink
old
that
wives'
Coke,
tale
though.
though too? Wasn't that an old wives' tale that if you
pour
like
a-
to not get
pour a
pregnant,
Coke in your
to pour a
pussy?
Coke in your pussy?
That's what I heard.
Yeah.
Coke
My
cures
grandma
everything.
always said. When she
Stand
was
on your head and pour a
sugaring my
Coke in your
grapefruits.
pussy.
That's
Yeah.
twice.
Oh shit.
I'm gonna say grapefruit all night.
Let's talk about getting old though for a second.
Yes.
You being a bit older than
Hey.
us.
Yeah, I'm the oldest.
You're the oldest one in the room. I've constantly, like this last couple of weeks, and it's never happened in my life.
ED.
It's not even. I have this new thing where I'm forgetting, and I attribute it to just old age, but I keep forgetting to zip up my pants after I've taken a piss. And
You're
it
just
never has happened ever in my
It's just
life.
your old pervert coming out.
Is that what it is? Like I was at the
Yep.
bar the other night for a friend's birthday, and I come out of the
It's your old
bathroom, and there
pervert.
we are. And I was like, "Fucking hey, god damn it!" Like, when you get older, do you just stop forgetting to do things that you've like done your entire life with like as routine?
No, that's a bad sign. I'm gonna go worst case. You're already multiple sclerosising.
Brain cancer.
Yeah.
That's what you're doing.
Sounds like cancer to me.
Sounds
Mostly-
like
Yeah,
possible
I
tumor.
don't do that. I'm
They're
always really
taking-
good about that.
They're taking
Like,
it too far, Owen. It's
You-
your
you
old
might
pervert
die.
coming out.
You might die.
I pride myself on never have left my zipper down, not even
Not
once,
even-
in 42 years of being on the planet.
You're a better man than me.
Well, I'm a hero.
Yes,
I'm
it's
with
true.
you. Like I'm very, I got my routine about peeing and not peeing.
Yeah.
I do the same thing. But also
Peeing and not being.
I've had one pair of pants that is the zipper down pants. Like you zip it up when you're
Oh,
done.
and then it falls down.
I'm like, you bastard pants. I like you, but can't wear you.
Yeah, or the worse than that, because I would almost take that. Worse than that is the ones that will zip up, but the little piece of cloth that goes over your zipper stays to the left.
Yep, I know what you mean.
yeah,
And
like
then
a little-
exposes your zipped up zipper. And
Yep.
and no matter how you iron it, you could starch
Yep,
it.
yep.
You could do anything to it. It's
Won't
fucked.
matter.
How do you fold your jeans? Let me ask you this.
I usually have a bird do it for me.
Yeah, but
In
are
half
they
and then
folded?
in thirds.
Are they folded inwards or are they folded outwards? You know what I'm asking, right? Like, are they
I do know
Pockets
what
to-
you're
pockets
pockets
together, then
yeah.
back
thirds.
pocket to back
butt to
pocket?
butt or nut to nut?
Yes, yes.
Butt to butt and then in thirds.
I've recently learned that the correct way to fold jeans is butt to butt for my whole existence.
Oh, really? I do
Yeah.
nut to nut, and then I fold them in half.
Maybe that's probably part of your problem.
Hmm.
Maybe take a look at the folding techniques and you'll see.
All right.
I still disagree with this. I'm always gonna fold nut to nut, I guess.
That's
Or
how I do
the
it.
other way.
Yeah, I mean, I
No,
did for
not-
years,
Yeah,
but
they're
Yeah.
tell
Yeah,
ya,
yeah, nut
they-
to nut. Butt to
You
butt
guys
is
are-
pocket to pocket.
Yeah,
they
they're
fold.
living
They
wrong.
fold better because you don't have the bulge of the zipper. The bulge of the zipper is then on the outside. So then you
Now,
have,
my dad would disagree with all of us. He would do this that
The
that thing
weird
sideways
fold,
where you
like-
crease it all the way down, then he would hang
Yeah.
it. Like he'd hang it up. My dad's
seems
jeans had
fucking
creases in them.
stupid.
pressed.
Yeah.
Like my grandfather was like that. I mean, he
Dungarees.
never really wore like jeans. He would wear like slacks or whatever. But he had one
Jeans
of
were
those.
for poor people.
Yeah, he back in his
That's
day,
what they thought.
that's what they were.
Yeah.
Yeah. He had one of those things that like attached to the wall that was the press, like for your
wow.
pants. So you like instead
That's
of
cool.
ironing them, you like it's attached to your wall, and it's like it's about I don't know, like 3-4 feet tall.
Yeah.
And then you stick your jeans or your pants in them, perfectly pressed, like, and then it locks in. You put it against the wall. It's all.
Do they still sell
And then
those?
it like heats up, like so it would like press them. You
Sounds
put it on a
awesome.
Seems
timer.
too much.
I don't know.
It's a little dangerous,
Too
right?
much.
This is
So
also the
extra.
UK. Like they've got a whole. Other,
We couldn't have that now.
Probably not.
Because a child would
Stick his hand in
steam
it.
their
Oh,
legs.
yeah, he would
off.
like press it, like burn press his hand, like Cuban his
people are all
hand one
scared
time.
about this shit. This is how children learn. We learned by making mistakes when we were young.
Yeah.
Sure.
If it maims you a little bit.
I learned not to play with my toys while I was taking a shit.
What happened?
Dropped him in his
My-
What did you do?
My favorite, remember key cars?
Mm.
It was a little red key and it had a keychain, and you'd stick it in the back of the car and you'd pinch it and it would shoot the car.
Shoot the car. Yeah.
Yeah. Super popular. I think they were made by Matchbox. And I was taking a dump and I was shooting that car around. I was getting up off the toilet, which, I was always told, you're in there to do it, not to play
Yeah,
around.
right. Yeah.
So
Oh.
I got up
Welcome
and
to
then I
adult.
got my card, stuck the key in it, and I shot it. And I went over and I flushed the toilet, went and got the car, put it in the key again, and shot it again. And it ran all the way past the sinks, and it went up the wall. And then it came down, and then the toilet was doing that thing right before it does the final, like,
Yeah. You're
You
trying
know,
to just last minute,
man.
like
yeah, that last gurgle,
Yeah.
and the thing went right. The car went right in there as it made the last gurgle. It was like, bloop, and gone.
That is the best thing I've ever heard.
No.
I fucking cried. So I was like, ah! My dad's like, white guns running, and they're like, what's the matter? What happened? I shot my key car in there. You know, I don't even think I don't even.
shot the damn key car in the toilet.
That's pretty good. Except I think he was more concerned about like you're playing with your toys and you didn't wipe your ass. You know,
Yeah.
something like that. You know?
Another thing about getting old too that I have just recently noticed in the last couple weeks. I've been taking a lot of naps lately. I mean, well, I'm a
I like
I'm a
naps now.
nap gan. I'm a nap man. I've always been a
Nap can.
Nap can. I meant to say nap guy and man, got twisted. But
With his
it doesn't
nap
happen
can.
necessarily when I go to bed, like for my regular like sleeps. But when I take a nap, drool crazy. Are you guys droolers?
Yes.
Are you sleep droolers?
I'm-
I can tell you. I can look at a person and tell like if they're a sleep drooler or not. I can
am.
look at. I know you are.
When I'm sick, yeah.
Dan,
Yeah.
go 50-50 with
Yeah,
you.
when I'm sick.
Ty, no, I don't think he's a sleep drooler.
I don't drool
It's
often.
very dry
It
in
does
your bed,
happen.
I feel like. Very dry.
Oh,
Like
it
a
is
desert.
not dry in that
No,
bed.
it's not that dry.
Well, you don't want it moist.
I sleep hot.
Oh.
I don't like a moist bed. You ever spill water in your bed?
That's the worst.
Yeah.
If I go to sleep with anything more than like a thin sheet or one of those holy hospital blankets, I wake up in a puddle.
Oh, really? No,
Yeah,
I
it's
am a
hot,
sheet.
too.
As soon as I
An
go to sleep,
anxiety
like
blanket.
my auto temperature fucking shuts off, and if there's a blanket over me, I just overheat.
I had a college roommate that was he was from like Boise, I think. So not used to the Florida heat, the humidity or whatever. He could never seem to like cool off when it was time for night. And
Really?
it is tough. But
It's
what
just so humid. Like if you leave a window open, you are.
he told me what his thing
You are
was
wet.
that before he went to bed,
I'm wet.
he would dump 2 cups of water on his head, let it rush all over him, and go to sleep, like soaking wet. I'm like, you were a fucking psychopath.
I've done that when I've,
he
like-
also had heavy metal tattooed on the back of his arms on
Um,
either side, so he was a bit of a maniac to begin with.
I will say, like, no matter what time of year, though, I'll take like a lukewarm shower, but finish it off
Super cold.
all cold.
You go super cold?
Oh no,
That's
I turn it
supposed to be-
all to the way that cold, and then just.
But then you
usually
do
just
that,
let
like,
it run on my head.
Ah!
Yeah, you do that like, and then you kind
Yeah,
of,
exactly. I do. I like.
yeah,
and
and then
then
you
I-
have to
I
like tell
jam it
yourself,
off.
you have to be like, you're better than this.
No.
You know, and
I
I
will.
just,
I punish myself.
yeah, I do. I'm like, stand there. You are a piece of
It's
shit.
supposed to be good for your skin, I think, right?
Yeah. It
Like the
closes your pores.
and, yeah.
Well, you take the hot shower and then you like
That
scrub
opens
yourself.
them, you
It
clean
opens
them.
everything up. You scrub everything out, and then I use like the stuff with like either sand or like walnut shell in it, and scrub my face. And, but then
You are a fancy boy.
cold
Johnny
shower.
Moonbags loves the walnut shells.
But then I cold shower, finish off, close everything up.
By the way, guys, if you do want to give us
Hey.
a call, maybe say hi to Dan, you can do so at 407-906-6466. Again, that's 407-906-6466. Feel free to give us a ring. Before we do any of that, though, is it time, Mikey?
I don't know if it's
It is time to bring forth the clip.
Yes, it's time to bring forth the clips. Let me find my intro. So here we go.
Clips. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. You know you want 'em, baby. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips. You know we got 'em, baby. Clips.
Yeah, Clips is the time of the show where we take a look at all the random stuff that me and usually my good buddy Tom find all over the internet. This week we've got quite a few gems. I don't know if we're going to get to all of them because last week we did a rather irregular mobile show for us, and so I got like double weeks backed up, you know what I mean? But we'll get to what we can. This first one I know you're going to like. It's called I Piss Rattlesnakes. And
Loving it.
we'll take a look at that just to get things started off with clips. Look at this dude here. Dan.
Sometimes you
I
gotta
piss
rattlesnakes.
rattlesnakes
Yes.
and drink wine. I spit rattlesnakes and piss dandelion.
So that's just
Is he rapping?
I think he might be.
Is this a Shatner-esque spoken word?
Well, let's describe this man. He looks like if Kid Rock had a meth baby.
Yeah.
I
shirtless.
did keep waiting for
Yeah,
him to
yeah.
say, my name is Meth Rock.
Yeah, it's kind of what we're dealing
He's
with here.
post methadone.
Hair past his nipples, which you can tell because he is shirtless. Not sure if that
But
was a.
no hair on his chest.
He's got a. I think
Other than the hair from his
He's
head.
very smooth.
he's got a wireless microphone, I believe, for this YouTube clip.
Where's
which
the
is-
clip
expensive.
to?
And his microphone
His
looks
hair?
like a double-ended lightsaber.
It looks like it's
long.
probably from 1983.
Extended
that
battery on that.
Yeah.
It's
Yeah.
like-
We'll continue.
It
here.
looks like the length of the Bob Barker microphone, but
Yes.
regular microphone build.
Maybe he has his vape rig on the taped to the opposite side
Exactly.
so he can
No, he
flip
just
it.
vapes out of the top of the microphone.
That's a good. We just invented a great, dude. The vape mic.
The
Tell me
vape mic-
people wouldn't
Oh,
buy that.
You know some.
Oh, and-
Trey, first off, is buying that. I know that.
I know it can sell
Mail
too.
this,
Yeah, I can
mail
sell-
this
Abby
episode
Trey.
to yourself. Mail the episode
Tom.
to yourself.
I will.
That's how we copyright things.
Yeah.
Tom,
Manila
Tom
envelope.
says this is you and Owen. This is Mikey B. Owen mashup.
Oh,
This-
it's a
this
mashup of us
character.
two.
Yes.
Okay.
Neither one of us have long hair.
Oh, I used to though.
Could
Maybe your mustache is the long hair.
I think he's doing sort of spoken word, so we'll.
All right.
Let's listen to some more of what he's got
Yeah,
to say.
please.
I sleep out under an oak tree when the moon is full.
Okay.
I don't mind fur, but I don't mess with pine. I eat beetles when it suits me for the protein, lest they shine. I fuck under cover of darkness. Black women only, 'cause the sun can't spy on them.
That's deep.
Like
Whoa.
beasts, raccoons, and foxes in the sheets. Savage, wild, and dangerous. But twice as smooth and pink times as sweet.
All right.
I love to taste that pussy meat.
Hold on.
Drink the nectar it secretes.
Getting good.
But all
He's
in
winded.
imagination time.
Yeah.
I wrestle about and soil my mind. I like how it tastes like dandelion wine.
I mean, this guy's
Like
almost a murderer,
sassafras
right?
water.
I mean,
I'm assuming,
almost.
I'm
Yeah.
assuming he's doing this video from atop his fresh kill.
Yeah, I mean, like he's literally the only thing he's not saying is, "Counselor, come out, wherever you are." This guy's Cape Fear.
Hint of racist.
Oh, but I
racism,
too eat beetles when it suits me.
Protein, man.
Because who
Protein.
doesn't?
I only fuck black bitches because
The
you
sun can't.
see- you
The,
can't-
the
you
sun
know,
sun
can't.
can't-
vibe.
harder to spy on.
No, the sun can't spy on them.
Yeah.
With my Caucasianness, I know the sun is an ever-present threat.
That
for
is true.
Surveillance.
It's fact.
I hate that.
Orange my spine. The color of a mud puddle with shoots at the waterline. And I like to lick the petals of iron roses in a glass of brine. I like to chew on industrial wire and hum the passage of time. I piss rattlesnakes and drink wine. I spit rattlesnakes and piss dandelions. I once fashioned a boat for my lover, all gilt and ornamented with gold and silver and starlight on an Egyptian river, and
Sounds
fed her
nice.
the brine
Gold and
and
silver,
fruit of
great,
my
but
mind.
Starlight.
Starlight.
Oh, she politely
Starlight, not known for its sturdiness.
No.
no.
Where is she?
My wife has a
who
ring
wants
made of
to
starlight.
leave forever
We
with
can't find
me
it.
under the leaves twinkling in dark forestry, and in under the waves
Think
of
she lost it in
blind
the
on
ocean.
blind, and gripping tightly in the hand, each a dusty, rough chunk of time.
That's actually our old correspondent, Zach.
'Cause that's all we got.
He's just tripping out in the desert right now.
This guy, the way he's looking at the camera, it almost looks like he's outside your house. Like just saying this through a
No,
ring doorbell.
Daniel, I think you were right. The next part of that video is the confession of the body is buried next to the 4 cactuses
Yeah.
out in the Arizona desert.
Yeah, exactly.
That's
My body will also be atop where you will find it. I'm gonna now commit suicide Bang.
You'll find the upside down
I
crucifix.
feel like that was a nice update from Lieutenant Dan. That
That-
was
yeah.
pretty good.
That was a great
Lieutenant
start to
Dan.
clips, I think.
It was.
If that's any indication, I mean, that's your D material.
Exactly. That's what we're getting started with here, Dan. Because
Unbelievable.
now we're gonna take it to the next level, and we're gonna take a look at a. You're familiar with the Sinead O'Connor song "Nothing Compares to You."
Nothing compares
Do you?
Nothing compares to you.
Rip up the Pope. And
Long live the Queen.
this one's a great cover of it. I think this is a really upcoming artist that you're gonna enjoy. I have forgotten their name, but you will enjoy this cover, and I will get that name to you
Wait,
shortly
is this-
down the show.
Is this my cover of Nothing Compares?
Might be. Let's
Oh,
see.
shit.
Let's see what you think. Let's see if it compares to your cover. Here we go.
Oh.
You know it's good when you see the VCR tracking lines.
Damn right.
Stand by.
This could be
stand
anybody.
by. I know. Oh.
This might be nothing. Oh, okay.
Oh wow.
Okay. So that's
Yeah.
a thing. That's a
person.
That's a person.
Where'd you find this? I mean, this is
Where'd you find this one?
this is a
Gangsta Grizzly Hills. Sorry.
To put it in perspective,
I'm
it
in,
looks
I'm
like
in.
this was made at one of those like old town where they shoot your music video
You
for
want
you
$50?
in the mall.
We can make you a music
Yeah.
video.
It looks like it's shot at one of those green
so you want to
screen.
be a rock star.
Dude is wearing. I'm assuming it's a man.
a bald cap and
yeah.
a skirt dress.
Well, the bald cap though is very lump. It's got the reservoir
It's
tip.
coneheady.
Yeah,
Coneheady
It's got the
lo-
reservoir
It's
tip.
like a young conehead.
Also,
not mature.
Prepubescent.
Yeah, not mature.
the fishnets were a nice touch, not necessary, but I do appreciate them.
Good
No
job.
shoes
Good
though.
job.
No shoes.
You
No
could have.
shoes.
You could
Because
have.
a lady takes those off when
Ye-
she's
could've
driving
spent
her
the extra money,
Polaris
though.
slingshot. I just
Her geo tracker.
yeah. You take your shoes off when you're riding your side by side to the studio to make the video. I don't know why that. I don't know why I said that. Oh, the moves. This could also. You think this could be high school, like the AV department?
Looks a little too old
Yeah,
for
I
it though
doubt
to
it.
me.
This
I
looks
don't
like
know.
someone who's just trying too hard.
I don't know.
You can see a tuft of hair. back
Tuft of
there.
hair coming out the ball cap.
Kind of looks like. What's his name from Goonies?
Yeah.
What's that?
Chunk.
Chunk. I keep waiting for a Baby Ruth.
Baby
Who knew Chunk had an album about? Oh wait, Baby Ruth.
So what do you think? Is
This
that
is better than the last one.
is that
I refuse to assume he's wearing garters under that dress around his dick and balls.
that's amazing.
I'm also surprised his dick is not just straight out the bottom of that dress.
Just dangling
That's
out the
a
bottom.
Short ass dress.
Yep.
Cable. This has almost got a cable access kind of a vibe.
It
to
very much does. I kind of challenge you, Mikey. I don't think this is one of these I'm just doing it for attention on the internet type
You froze
clips.
it perfectly, dude. Not a bad shot. This guy's got guns.
Screenshot.
This guy's in
is
great
actually,
shape.
Yeah.
That should actually be the cover photo for his album.
Yeah,
You need
that's a
to
good
send
shot.
That to
I'll
him.
screenshot it for him
You
right
need
here.
to send that to him.
Yeah.
He's got great teeth, wonderful arms. You don't need that dress or the swim cap.
No.
Just be you.
Also, the quality of his voice, outstanding. Honestly, a good song too. By the way, nothing
Yeah.
compares to you.
He
as
picked a great song.
Great song.
Written
Great
by
song to
Prince,
cover.
right? That was written
Was
by.
it?
Oh yeah, that's a Prince song.
I think
that
so.
that
I
actually
think
makes
so,
a lot of
Yeah,
sense.
I think Prince actually produced this version.
yeah.
But he was already dead.
Yeah.
He-
The ghost of Prince had something to do with that.
No, he just took it straight from Prince's notes. He's like, all right, okay.
and now I'm going to perform it the way the purple one would have wanted.
Exactly. Dan, you have kids or
I do.
a kid, a
Kid,
child,
a kid, yeah.
child.
No more.
Your cohort Tom has a couple of them. You're
Yeah.
surrounded by
Two
children.
beautiful boys. Yeah.
They both, I'm sure, like all the kids these days, they're watching a lot of these YouTube videos, right? You know, you've got.
We're very
Momo
active with the
challenge?
Momo challenge.
Oh, I
Yeah.
bet.
Yeah.
Oh, I bet.
You're showing it to her?
Well,
telling her
we're
that-
only on the earlier
You don't
steps.
tell me. If you tell me about it, she'll kill you.
We're only on the earlier steps because we're still doing the sinister biddings.
Oh,
And then,
yeah.
I mean, obviously suicide. If we get there, if we get there,
Right.
If she
might
can
lose
even
interest.
make it.
Right.
She might lose interest.
Now, let me ask you this. Would you let your child watch this guy? His name is Jack Hartman, and he's got some.
Phil Hartman's brother?
He's got his own channel on YouTube where he, has a lot of children's, content.
Oh, this already sounds pedophilic.
Yeah, well,
I'm sorry.
It's just watch.
Jack Cartman, Kids Music Channel.
I think I've seen this.
Is Maisie a big fan?
Everybody up! Let's rhyme and
Oh,
exercise.
these guys are getting paid.
Oh, I know.
When I say two words that rhyme, exercise. When I say two words that don't freeze each time, exercise, rhyme
This
and
guy is a
freeze.
millionaire, right?
Exercise, rhyme and freeze. Let's
name of this?
walk and listen.
It's called Exercise, Rhyme, and Freeze.
Oh, we got to exercise. That rhymes.
Yeah, we got to
Dog,
exercise, guys.
Log.
Yep,
All
still
right.
exercise.
Loggies.
Oh, it's still
great.
exercise.
Moving.
Dog. Pig.
Freeze.
Oh,
Dog, pig, don't move.
Dog. Hog.
oh, shit!
keep
Exercise
moving.
time.
Yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Stretch up high, left and right.
I like
Listen.
this.
Would Maisie dig this?
Oh, yeah.
Yeah?
Yeah. I want to shit on this guy so bad, but I don't
Yeah.
think I can.
Yeah.
But I
Can't
question
move
that
now.
when I was a child, if I would have liked this. Like, I questioned, like, I would be like, fuck this dude.
No,
Like,
because
yeah.
my
No,
mom
I
taught
would've
me
got
how to
down.
do all this.
You think
through
you would have
just-
hated this guy? Or?
No, I would have danced like a mother.
My
Yeah.
mom just taught me how to read through reading to me and like letting me read. Like that's like this.
My
there
da-
was none of this.
My
We
dad,
didn't have
like,
any of this.
I grew up watching my dad beat a pig to death with a log.
but
No.
you were dancing.
No,
you
I-
weren't
Did he do it
dancing,
to
though.
I
the
like
beat?
Sesame
Froze.
Street. I like
No,
Mr.
Pig
Rogers.
and log. Daniel would have been frozen. Pig
Yeah.
and log don't rhyme.
They don't rhyme.
Exactly.
So dad wouldn't have been able to kill the pig. It would have actually saved his life, the freeze.
Freeze.
Can, fan.
Oh, now we
Oh,
move.
damn.
Can, ran.
Still moving, can ram, baby.
Let's jog. Listen.
Wait, what is...
Bat, hat.
Oh, we're still playing. I see.
You in the bad hat, yeah.
Bat, bug.
That bug doesn't rhyme, don't you move.
It does show you though how like
Okay, just...
fat we've all gotten and like.
Well, I wasn't even moving during any of that. Like, I also wanted to point out that everybody in here was doing this. So, like, you were like, "Does anybody like this?" And we all were
We all
fucking doing
did
it.
it.
Yeah, it's like this guy's a
Fuck.
goddamn hypnotist.
Yeah.
You know, like he's got us under his control.
I'm done with you.
What's his name? Jack Hartman.
Jack
There
Hartman.
were 2 more minutes of that, by the way.
Nah, I'm done with
You know
it.
how
More
fucking
minutes.
ripped we would be if we did that every
True.
day.
Come
That's
on.
true. We'll do a couple more. How about we go with this one? It's a new movie that's coming out. It's called Lamageddon. Let's take a look at the trailer.
Lama, 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 lama.
Is this real?
It's a real movie that's probably not coming to theaters. I'm gonna guess.
You don't know.
Coming to Sci-Fi Channel next month.
Within our world.
I'm already out
There
with
is a
this.
world
Beer pong.
unlike any other world.
Do you even flip cup?
Shit.
Oh fuck!
When
Whoa, whoa, whoa.
Earth and space collide.
That is a serious evil llama.
What's up with that llama?
It will be
I mean, if there are titties in this, I'm in.
Shower scene.
It will get
The llama's got fucking lasers.
Laser eyes.
Oh, wow.
it will be
Oh, that guy's turning into a fucking llama.
Look out!
Whoa. Decent effect.
you can run, but you cannot hide.
Many of our friends have perished.
The greatest movie in the world.
We will avenge them, and we will win this wrestle between Earth and space.
That guy's a good
A
actor.
wrestle?
That guy is a good actor.
Whoa, man.
I would watch that.
I would watch it because I'm just curious how bad it could be.
So far, still not as good as Jack Hartman.
Nah, I don't know. Well, that's tough to beat. That's tough to beat. No, I mean, come on, Dan. I can only do so much.
I'm sorry.
Yeah.
If there are titties in that, though, I'm in because it looks like those, you know.
Dan
I can
Hartman
get behind it.
No, yes, yeah,
bounce up and down.
Yeah.
that'd be
Well,
a
that
different
doesn't rhyme. Freeze that booty.
pig log.
We'll do one
Show
more.
me your pig
We'll
logs.
do one
That's what I
more.
call tits now. Pig logs.
This is by an artist called I Am Mo Show, I believe, or Mo Show.
Michelle.
Michelle. This is Cat Wine. Enjoy his new official music video for Cat Wine.
That doesn't sound good.
That's it. Pull up all the time. That's it. Pull up all the time.
I like this.
Pull up all the time, we be drinking cat wine. Mix it with the beats, and you know that we be fine. It's a cat world, and you know I'm on my grind. Got a bunch of cats, and you know we gon' shine. Pull up all the time, we be drinking
got
cat
his
wine.
cat and a baby
Mix it with
carrot.
the beats, and you know that we be fine.
That's dope.
It's a cat world, and you know I'm on my grind. Got a bunch of cats, and you know we gon' shine. Yo, pull up all the time.
I think it's gonna be a new trend with rappers in general. Just
Cats.
cats.
Cat wine?
Cats
Yeah.
are gonna
Do
be
you-
the new hot thing.
Do we know what he's talking about there?
No fucking clue.
Because there's a
What is cat
There is
wine?
a wine called Red Cat.
Ooh, is
It's
that what he's
it's
referencing?
from upstate New York, and it's also very cheap, and it fucks you up.
Ooh, maybe that's what it is. All right, yeah.
Red Cat. It's called Red Cat.
Does make sense. They do.
Yeah,
drink-
it's called Red Cat. Is actually their tagline is they're like we're the official hot tub wine.
Fuck.
And even on the logo, it's a male cat drinking, and he's giving wine to a big titty girl cat.
Is this like the new Mad Dog?
I don't know. Could be.
Mad
Yeah.
Dog was also not supposed to be called Mad Dog. It's got another
It's
name.
MD 2020.
Yeah, but
it was,
MD stands for like, it's some fucking name.
Yeah, I don't think it.
Yeah.
But wasn't there like MD 2020, and then they like did come out with something called Mad Dog? Am I?
No,
Wrong
I
there?
think Mad Dog has always been an unofficial.
Are you talking
That's an unofficial name.
There was
terminology.
Red Dog.
No, Red Dog beer. Yeah, I
Yeah.
remember
was
that.
great.
No, Mad Dog 2020 though. Like
Yeah, the wine.
yeah.
It's
Maybe it was
MD
just
it's MD 2020.
we gave it that name, or
but
not
we-
us, but
people gave it Mad
yeah,
Dog.
yeah. All right, you're probably right.
We be drinking cat wine. Got my cats in here, so you know
Oh, it
it's
looks
real
like that.
fine.
It's red.
Cat lady right there. Oh,
Maybe-
she's so fine.
I think you nailed
Cat
it.
lady right there. No, she gon'
Well, have you
shine.
ever had Red
Always
Cat?
on the scene.
Good as fuck.
We always keep it clean. Always
It's
on the
cheap?
go, so
Oh,
we
yeah.
always
Yeah,
on the green.
like, you know,
cats on my
$9
face.
I
think he's
cats
literally
on my
talking about
jeans.
wine for cats,
on my
though.
face, boy. You know what I mean.
Pinot Meow.
I'ma keep on going.
pretty
I'ma
funny.
keep on showing. Drinking cat wine, baby, they be knowing. Hey, Morgan Cat World, baby, they be blowing. Hey, Morgan Cat World, baby, they be showing. Pull up all the time, we be drinking cat wine. Mix it with the beats,
Meow
and you know
low.
that we be fine. It's a cat world, and you know I'm on my grind. Got a bunch of cats, and you know we gon'
Meow.
No offense, but the
Scotto.
three girls that are in his video, they're just very wholesome.
Very normal.
Yeah, right.
Yeah.
They're-
That one
next
picture, they were all
door.
like in sweaters, like reading books. I'm like,
That always bothers me.
When we don't objectify women enough.
Yeah,
Yeah,
it always
yeah.
bothers me. It's like it's a rap video. I need some hoes.
yeah, I'm a traditionalist.
Yeah, it's just the way I stand.
And,
love you
and
guys.
to be very fair, they're faux drinking the cat wine. I'm like, I'm pretty sure that wine's not even geared for you.
yeah.
There's no
My
alcohol
quick
in it.
look up of cat wine brought up some catnip wine for cats.
But
and
there's no
some other
alcohol
things,
in
but
cat wine. If it's
I'm curious
for cats.
about. I'm more curious about this red cat.
Red
you're
cat.
talking about.
Yeah, you can get it at like any liquor store. It's good though.
Fucking Sam, Cat Bernay. God,
Oh, that's good.
She always got them.
Did we not hear Meow Low and Meow Scotto?
Scotto. Good call.
Meow Scotto.
That's pretty.
Yeah, that's probably the best
That's
one.
probably good. Yeah. Well, that was
Cat. I mean,
That was Clam.
cat. Beer cat. Ah, fuck. I want to play.
Oh, yeah, where's my thing?
Craft
Why
cat.
is it
Fuck.
not playing? There it is.
You know you want 'em, baby.
We wanna
You
know.
know we got 'em, baby.
You got 'em.
You know we got 'em,
And we
baby.
got 'em.
I like them.
You know we got 'em, baby.
Yeah, that was some clips. I've been doing a lot of watching terrible. Right before we go to break, because we were about on it. I've been watching a lot of really terrible reality shows lately.
What
well,
kind of terrible?
Pawn Stars is like always a big one.
Always.
They've just relaunched. Now they're doing hour-long episodes. I'm a big fan of Chum Lee.
Is he still in there?
He's still in there.
Even after the drugs and the underage girls?
He
and
has
the-
a candy store now.
Oh my God,
That they
Chum.
highlighted on the show. In Vegas, and that's why I wanted to bring
a
up.
candy
He has
store.
Chumley's candy store
Ridiculous.
that they're marketing on the show.
What's it called? Chumley's?
It's called like Chumley's Candy. Like it's literally that. And if I'm gonna be in Vegas in May, I'm going to fucking.
Yeah,
I'm
you
going
gotta
to
go. He
Chumley's
won't be
Candy
there,
store.
though.
Oh, I'll sue.
Is it just going to be full of underage girls?
He's like, I know it'll get me more underage girls, and it was guns too, right? It was like a weapons
Was it?
charge.
I think there was some
and
meth
guns?
was in there.
Yeah.
Was there some meth?
Wait,
Oh,
meth?
I'll look it up.
There was some
He
drugs.
was getting thin. He was getting real
Yeah,
thin.
come on, Chumley. We've always known it.
Oh, when you type in Chumley, it just goes Chumley's. It's called. Oh, it's fancy.
Is it?
It's Chumley's Candy on the Boulevard.
Yes.
Oh,
that's
only 4
just-
stars.
Oh, it's because that's only for 4-year-olds.
It's got poor ratings.
He's got poor Yelp reviews.
Yeah, it's got bad.
Everyone there was more interested in the young girls than dealing with me and my
There were
candy purchases.
absolutely no weapons in this candy store.
Yes. And then some old bald guy tried to sell me a samurai sword.
A man with a Quaker hat came in and told me my sword was worth nothing. Fuck that guy. When you see that guy, if you go to that place and you
have an offer,
let's say you have, this is a
Yeah.
MacBook Pro that belonged, let's say Prince,
Right.
and you take that MacBook in and you give it to Rick. Is that his name? Rick.
Yeah.
And then he's like, hey, well, let me call a friend. You're like, oh, okay. And then if you see that fucking Quaker motherfucker walking
you
in
know
there,
you're getting
you're
screwed.
fucked. You're
this
fucked.
wasn't owned by Prince ever. I know. I'm also a Prince expert, so
One of the
it was
things
never
that you-
owned by Prince.
Yeah, one of the things you guys probably don't know is that on every MacBook Pro that the purple one owned, he would take the escape key off with a purple screwdriver, and this one obviously
clearly
you can see has its escape key, and I think it's an original. So
yeah.
oh, I punched that guy right in his hat.
I can tell
The other
right
guy
here.
that cracks me up is the dude, the art guy. Whenever they have to appraise something that's like a painting or some.
Yes.
Have you ever? Do you know which guy I'm talking about? He's got the worst haircut in the world. He's still got a bowl cut from 1993. Like he still has like the. and
Okay,
he's-
it was just weapons and drugs. Oh wait.
Okay. All right.
Okay, no, I
Just
was
weapons and
wrong. I got it all
Weapons,
right, but
drugs,
the
meth?
details are wrong. Officers were serving a warrant at Russell's home in a sexual assault case. So I don't necessarily think that had anything to do with it.
They were just there, and then they probably took all
Oh
his
wait,
drugs
why do you
and
have
guns.
all these weapons and guns,
So he
Chumley?
had-
While you're beating up your girlfriend, why do you have all these guns? and
Prohibited.
meth.
He had a firearm. Yeah, he had a firearm.
Yeah.
Guns and drugs.
Ah, well.
It made me think he was
Sucks
cooler
to be
though.
Chumley.
I was like, oh, he's cooler.
I wonder about guys like that though too. Like if I would ever be on a reality show, and then I'm like, yeah, I probably would. Especially because you know what's crazy about it is like fucking fat, gross Chumley probably makes like 10 grand an appearance at a club somewhere, right? Like he's going to a nightclub. It's like Chumley's gonna be there.
Do you remember when they were sponsored by Subway?
Were they?
Yeah.
Ooh, the Pawn Stars?
Pawn Stars, and then they'd like in the middle of the
wow,
show.
this
Be munching on a sub.
He'd be like, wow, this comic book collection is really fresh. Just like the Subway sandwich I just
No,
ate.
it's actually worse than that. They'd be like, hey, we have to go appraise a pinball machine in Santa Monica.
Yeah.
I sure am hungry. Hey, there's a Subway almost close to everybody. And then they'd pull in,
Everywhere.
you know, on their like motorcycles
I'm
or
gonna get
whatever.
the meatball sub.
Yeah,
I'm gonna
yeah,
get the tuna salad.
Exactly. It's like,
No, and they're pimping out like the gross subs that nobody eats to get like a little bit of sales.
They
out
would
of
they
it.
would tie it in where they'd be like, I know we're going to appraise pinball, but I think I want a meatball marinara.
Oh my god.
High score. You know, yeah, it was bad.
Fucking, fuck you, Chumley.
It was bad. But think about how much money they were probably making.
Yeah, dude. You gotta piss so bad. Well, don't worry, because I do too. It is that time, my friends, that we take a little bit of a break. We're gonna be playing some stuff off a little break segment that we've been calling While You Wait. It's a bunch of earful tracks, another show that we do, the Ono Earful. So get to hear some
shortly.
music, and while we're gone, yeah, you can. What do we say when we get out of here for the first segment? Fuck your dreams. Yeah. Enjoy this. Enjoy the music while we're on break. We'll be back with more Daniel Dennis. Let's talk it awesome.
You are listening to the Earful. Cheers to those ears.